Today, gamers, we are going to be talking about the brand new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC Wave 5 trailer. Let's get to it. For those who live under a rock, yes, Wave 5 has just been revealed earlier today. And yeah, it is releasing as of next Wednesday on July 12th, which is... God, I was actually expecting next Thursday, but I'm okay with next Wednesday. I have next Wednesday off from work, so we do take a dub from that. But yeah, with Wave 5 being revealed, we have some news to talk about regarding it, specifically with the leaks and data mines, which might not be true if everything goes the way we wanted it to go. Let's talk about some stuff regarding those leaks. So for those who might not know, we have confirmation that if Nintendo stayed the way they did, we have 8 tracks left in the data mine leaks, which actually fit because 8 tracks into it makes sense. But one thing to keep in mind is that we have 1 SNES track, 2 GCN tracks, I believe 3 tour tracks and 2 new tracks that we obviously don't know about, which makes things very interesting because not knowing what any of we can kind of have an idea of those tracks now. Actually, I think we're going to not know exactly 1 tour track, but it makes sense. We only have 1 tour track. We know Rome, but we don't know the other city track, if I'm correct. However, the data mines from Wave 6, sorry, I think those data mines might not be correct if everything kind of goes the way people predicted, because Moonview Highway threw us for a loop for the Wii tracks, which means, according to that, we won't get Wii Rainbow Road, which a lot of people are predicting, which, I mean, it's Wii Rainbow Road. I mean, it would be really freaking sick, but I don't know if we're getting Wii Rainbow Road anymore just because of that. I think now a good chance of something we'll be getting is Double Dash Rainbow Road, which would make a lot of sense. I think that's one that actually has some, uniqueness to it, and it would be cool. And no one would expect it. Nintendo's probably going to throw us for a loop and maybe bring back GCN Rainbow Road, which would just be absolutely insane. Also, we obviously still think the SNES Cat track is Bowser Castle 3. I mean, I said that in my prediction video for Wave 5. I actually expected that one to be in Wave 5, but hey, that one didn't come, so we're gonna have to wait and see if that one's the one for Wave 6, of course. And actually, just today, a new tour track was revealed. Dokkan something. It's like a pipe track, like, you know that it's based off the Dokkan course from like Mario Kart DS's beta track, which is actually really cool that they're doing that as an official track. I mean, come on, getting an official track from a game, or not game, but like media that we really have not ever used, that's really sick. Like that, I don't know why, just the concept of getting a brand new track based off just some old track that we really had no idea we weren't supposed to know it existed, but we do. But yeah, now I want to kind of go through each track and kind of discuss how I feel about it. And let's start with the very obvious Koopa Cape. Koopa Cape, I'm excited for it. One of my favorite Mario Kart Wii tracks. I really want to see Koopa Cape come back, and I'm glad we are finally getting it in a Mario Kart 8. One thing I will say though, the graphics aren't as good as I expected. I feel like that's kind of like the Toad circuit of this wave, but it's still not terrible in my opinion. I think we can tolerate what we got for Koopa Cape. I just think it could have used a little more at the very least. Moonview Highway was very unexpected, and I don't think anyone expected that according to the leaks. I think the leaks really threw us for a loop with Moonview Highway, but I will take Moonview Highway. I'm not saying I don't want it. In fact, I would go as far to say, yeah, I really wouldn't mind having Moonview Highway. Just the dark, yeah, I know it's another city track essentially, but Moonview Highway is not a bad track in my opinion. And the remix of the music, if you guys don't know, actually, Nintendo Japan uploaded remixes of the songs on the Wave 5 website, which we can listen to the music, and by God, it slaps for Moonview Highway. Like, freaking slaps. Sunset Wilds is one that I know some people are like, it's gonna be a weak track. I don't know. I think it's quite a nice looking track. I think it might be weak in the gameplay department, that I can see. I mean, it's just the tour version, which isn't the greatest track out there. I am not going to lie about that, but I think it's still worth being in a deluxe. I would rather have that track over some other tracks personally, but honestly, I will take a Yoshi Circuit. Not Yoshi, why did I say Yoshi Circuit? Sunset Wilds. I will take a Sunset Wilds. That's what I meant to say. Also, I do want to say one thing about Sunset Wilds. In the GBA version, the, you know, track goes from like sunset to kind of nighttime. I don't think that's gonna be in this version of the track. If I plan on doing a kind of jump and like deep dive into the DLC or the trailer deep dive, but I don't think this one is gonna have the sunset to night theme, sadly, which I guess we gotta take something out of it to make it, you know, reasonable. But honestly, I just wish it had that within the track. And for the final retro track, we have GCN and Daisy Cruiser, which I'm hyped for that one. That track is just one of my favorites from Mario Kart 7 for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a nice track. And we finally get the full story with GC and Yoshi Circuit and being able to see Daisy Cruiser from the distance in Mario Kart 8 Wii U and Deluxe, which obviously that's not probably the intended Easter egg, but it would be really sick if we can see Yoshi Circuit from this, just to kind of make the track feel complete, make the vibes feel complete, you know, that kind of thing. Athens Dash really does look great. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, you can definitely tell it still feels like the Tour art style, but I don't think it's bad. I think he's a bit more, but just based off the visuals, it looks good. Plus, I've never actually played Athens Dash. I've played all the others, but I've never played Athens Dash. So as that fact alone, I really want to play Athens Dash and just see how good it is in this video game. Vancouver Velocity is probably my favorite city track, period, and so far, just based off the visuals. I mean, it looks super lively and it looks really sick. Like, I love the underground ice arena. I think that's what that is. I don't really know. And I just love the visuals we got for it so far. It looks phenomenal. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be my favorite city track as of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And Los Angeles Laps, while it looks cool, I feel like the sunset-ish theming, I don't know, that's why the vibes I got from the tour version, it's daytime now, which I don't know if that's what they meant to do, but it kind of feels like the sunrise isn't there anymore, which kind of does make me a little sad. But yeah, actually, that is all I have for you. So if my favorite track, before we go, my favorite track, I would say, in this wave, is probably going to be Vancouver Velocity, which is a shock, but I'm really hyped for this wave, and I hope you're hyped too. So subscribe for more Mario Kart content, and I'll be taking a deep dive of the trailer soon, probably next few days. But yeah, that's all I have. Peace out, gamers.